magnetic declination and dip. To know about magnetic declination, we must have idea about geographic meridian and magnetic meridian. What is geographic meridian? The vertical plane containing the longitude circle and the axis of rotation of earth is called the geographic meridian. You see in this globe, this is the axis of rotation of earth. This one is the axis of rotation of earth, and this is the longitude circles. These are the longitude circles, and the plane containing the longitude circle and the axis of rotation. The plane containing the longitude circles and axis of rotation is called your geographic meridian. And the vertical plane which passes through the imaginary line joining the magnetic north and south poles is called the magnetic meridian. You see in this figure, this is the imaginary line. This is the imaginary line which passes through the magnetic north pole and magnetic south pole. So the vertical plane which passes through the imaginary line containing the magnetic north and magnetic south pole is called the magnetic meridian. This magnetic meridian plane would intersect the surface of earth in a longitude like circle. It will intersect the surface of earth like a longitude circle. And you see the angle between the geographic meridian and magnetic meridian. The angle between the geographic meridian and magnetic meridian, this angle is called the angle of declination. It is denoted by the symbol D. The declination is greater at higher altitudes because at higher latitude the two meridians make more angle. Remember, the declination is greater at higher latitudes because at higher latitude the two meridians make more angle. Now let us know what is inclination or angle of dip. If a magnetic needle is placed vertically in the plane of the magnetic meridian, then the needle will show the total magnetic field of earth represented by BE. Suppose this is your earth and you place a magnetic needle here. You place the magnetic needle vertically. You place the magnetic needle vertically in the plane of the magnetic meridian, in this plane. And the magnetic field BE gives you the total magnetic field of earth. BE can be resolved into two components. One component along the horizontal direction and another component along vertical direction. The horizontal component HE on the surface of earth is called horizontal component of magnetic field. And this component which joins the center of the earth, the point P and the center of earth, this is called the vertical component of the magnetic field. And the angle between the total magnetic field of the earth BE and the horizontal component of magnetic field HE, this angle I on the surface of earth is called the inclination or a dip. It is denoted by the letter or symbol I. Remember, the angle of dip is determined by the dip needle or the dip meter, which is a compass pivoted to move in a vertical plane containing the magnetic field of earth. You see in this figure, this is the total magnetic field of the earth, BE, and this is the horizontal component of the magnetic field, and this is the vertical component of the magnetic field, and this plane is in your magnetic meridian plane. This plane containing the three vectors BE, ZE and HE are in the magnetic meridian plane, and this is your geographic meridian plane. You see, this is your geographic meridian plane. So the angle between the magnetic meridian plane and geographic meridian plane, this is called the angle of declination, and the angle between the total magnetic field of earth with the horizontal component of magnetic field of earth. This is called the inclination. So when a compass needle is placed on the surface of earth, it remains along the horizontal component of earth's magnetic field. Remember, when you place a compass needle on the surface of earth, it remains in the horizontal component of earth's magnetic field. And also the compass needle will be held in the magnetic meridian. The compass needle will be held in the magnetic meridian at that place. So what are the elements of Earth's magnetic field? To describe the magnetic field of Earth, we need three quantities: declination D, D for inclination, and horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field HE. So these three are known as elements of Earth's magnetic field. So from the figure, HE will be equal to BE cos I, and ZE will be equal to BE sin I. So HE will be equal to BE cos I, ZE will be equal to BE sin I. So tan I will be equal to ZE divided by HE. Now let us know the compass needle at the poles. If you keep a compass needle at the pole, what will happen? We know a compass needle is a magnetic needle which floats on a pivotal point. When the compass needle is held level, it points along the direction of the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field at the location. So the compass needle would stay along the magnetic meridian of the place. You should note that in some places on the Earth's surface there are deposits of magnetic minerals which cause the compass needle to deviate from the magnetic meridian. Knowing the magnetic declination at a place, we can correct the compass to determine the direction of the true north. Now let us know what will happen if the compass needle is taken to the magnetic pole. At the pole, the magnetic field lines are converging or diverging vertically. So the horizontal component of magnetic field is negligible. The angle of dip at the pole is nearly equal to 90 degree. So a deep needle measures the angle made by the needle with the vertical. So to find out the magnetic field at the pole, we need a needle or magnetic needle which is placed vertically, that is the deep needle. By the help of a magnetic needle, we generally use, that is the horizontally, that we placed horizontally, that will not act, or that will not measure the magnetic field of Earth. Now let us work out a problem. In the magnetic meridian of a certain place, the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field is 0.26 Gauss and the deep angle is 60 degree. What is the magnetic field of the Earth at this location? So in this problem, the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field HE is given 0.26 Gauss, and we know HE is equal to BE cos I. You see, HE is equal to BE cos I. So BE will be equal to HE divided by cos I, and the angle of deep angle is given 60 degree, HE is given. So if you divide these two, you can find out the value of BE, that is the magnetic field of Earth at that location.